Hello, everybody. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? We're budgeting. It is May the 1st. This is the almost last paycheck. My last paycheck comes at the end of this month. So this is my ninth paycheck of the year, which I actually just worked 10 months. I don't work a whole year. But we're budgeting, right? And so, hey, I'm jumping in. I should have scheduled this, but it's hard to schedule through my app only because I don't know how to do it. I'm going to figure that part out one of these days, not today though. So let me know where you're chiming in from. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Okay, let me see. I like to go over and check because, hey, friend. Hey, friend. Because then I can watch the comments when I start sharing my screen. Okay, very good. All right. Okay, so, all right, y'all, we're going to jump into this budget. There's a lot happening in the month of May for me, and I really have to make the best decisions possible. Like I'm running through, hey now. Oh, okay, I will check it. I have been in the garden. I've been at the grocery store. I was at Walmart. I was just doing all the things. So this is the first moment that I have had to sit down. So I'll check it. Thank you for letting me know. But there's a lot happening in the month of May, and I need to make the best decisions, the better decisions. Like right now, I need to get a fill-in on my nails, but I got to get my nails done for the wedding. So I'm trying to determine, hey, Miss Elwanda, I'm trying to see if I'm trying to determine when to get my nails done because I have to get them done for the wedding. I have to get shoes for the wedding. I have to get my hair done for the wedding. Sister's paying for all of her stuff. Jackson has to. I mean, May is a lot, and then we have travel plus rentals plus all the things. So it is in my best interest to make the best choices for this month, or I will overspend my budget. And I don't have any room in the budget to overspend. However, there are some updates and some news. So let me jump in, show you guys my screen. Now remember, right? We need to be doing those budgets. It's the 1st of May. If you have not done your budget, why not? That becomes the question that I always want to ask people is, why are things remaining undone? We can procrastinate as much as we want, but we're never going to meet those goals that we set for ourselves. So each month I set a goal. My goal this month is to not overspend my budget. That is the goal. Okay. That is the primary goal this month, and to make all of my money count, to give every dollar a job, and to make those dollars serve me well this month. All right, y'all. So here is the budget. Again, same MYMT personal budget sheet doesn't change. Here are some perfect. Just put it, I always say, even if you don't stick to the budget, put it on paper, write it down so that you'll know at least what you're dealing with. At least you'll know, hey, Miss Robin, hey, little lady. So at least you'll know, hey, this is my reality. This is my bottom line. Whether you stick to it or not is going to be up to you, but at least you know going in ahead of time what you're dealing with. So in my income categories, I have monthly budget, I'm at monthly payroll, kids deposit. I left my one mom revenue in there only because I'm using an old sheet and I keep forgetting to update the sheet. Travel reimbursements, then unexpected gifts, blessings, funds transferred, and all of those types of things. So that's all income. Scrolling down, my expenses really have not changed. My mortgage, my electric and water and sewer, that's not on here. I now pay that as a business expense. Cell phone, this is just for mom because Jackson's dad sends child support and I take his cell phone money out of that. Although I do pay that up front and then I reimburse myself. I don't know that I've ever reimbursed myself for anything I paid for my children. However, if I need to spend the money, I can spend it on something. Groceries is usually what it is these days. The internet, because we do not have cable. We have Roku and YouTube, and we have learned how to be content in that space. I do have what is it? Hallmark Movie Now, I believe, and PureFlix. Hallmark's Movie Now and PureFlix are once a year. Oh, we do have Netflix. I was watching a series and I needed to keep that series. So I'm over here spending more money than I probably should be spending. But PureFlix is once a year. Actually, that's getting ready to come up on the 9th. So I need to put that money into that account and make sure it comes out of the right account. And then Hallmark's Movie Now is $59.99 a month. I mean, a year. $59.99 a year. And then the PureFlix, or it's called Great American something. They gave it a different name. Oh my word. There are so many people passing away. I just got noticed another friend of mine in South Africa. Her mother passed away. I'm just so, man, it's never easy to lose anybody. Never at all. And so, what was I saying? Oh, PureFlix is due once a year, and that's $99. Moving down, household repairs, which is a sinking fund, household miscellaneous, which is a sinking fund, lawn care, Mr. Jerome, recycling, pest control, and then my yearly pest spray okay, let me go back up. Let me just go back up. So my mortgage is $957.73. I pay $1,000 because I'd already been paying $1,000 when it was $892. But we had our escrow go up, and so I didn't meet escrow this time, so it just went up automatically. And while the mortgage went up, I'm still paying the $1,000. Now, here's something that I noticed that was real interesting today when I went in to pay my mortgage. I think last month I went in to pay my mortgage and I was like at $120,000 to pay off my mortgage, which is $4,000 less than it was last month. It was $124,000 for the payoff. So now it's $120,000 for the payoff. So little by little, slow by slow, adding in the extra, I believe is helping me in the long run. I think it said $10 extra a month will help you pay off your mortgage in 7 years earlier or something of that nature. Hey, ma'am, but I'm trying to chunk it as much as I can. Now, I can't stretch far beyond the 1,000 at the moment, but I'm going to make sure it's at that 1,000 every time. My household repairs sinking fund, that's going to be $50. I always put $50 in the sinking fund. You never know when something's going to come up, something's going to break down, something's going to need attention. Household miscellaneous, I am having a project done in the house that's going to cost about that much. And so I put money aside for that. Mr. Jerome, 2 cuts. We do have 5 weeks, but he'll only come twice. So that is going to be $120. He'll probably come the 2nd and 4th because he didn't come this week. He came last week. So it'll be probably the 2nd and 4th. And so that'll be just enough. My IRA or Roth, I'm trying to get there, but I'm almost thinking that I'm just going to leave that for now. That's a second Roth IRA. It's not my Roth at work. It's a second fund that I have. But until I get this $15,000 saved up, I may just have to leave that for a moment and come back. My Prime Amazon is $13. Now, remember, I usually have a friend who gifts that to me in January, but I always save up for it. I'm not going to rely on anybody, not that she has ever let me down with it, but I don't want her to have to do it. So I want to save for it just in case I have to pay for it. It's no problem for me. All is well. Life is good and all the things. PureFlix, even though it renews in May, I still need to start saving again for next year. So it's $11. Health Wage Gym went up to $29. Jackson's Gym is $42. We have not been going to the gym quite regularly because of drive. I drop sister off, I go to work, come back and pick sister up. Then we come home, then I have all the things. Well, now sister has her own license and her own vehicle. Y'all, I felt so free this afternoon. I didn't know what to do with myself. And she's had her license for about a week. But I was like, Lord, I don't have nowhere to go. I ain't got nobody to pick up. So here's the plan for the gym, because I don't want to just pay money and not use the membership. Here's the plan. Sister takes herself to the gym. She gets off work. She drives herself to the gym. She brings herself home. Mondays and Fridays, Jackson is close to my work. And so he'll meet me at work and we'll go from work to the gym so he can get a gym workout in. Wednesday is grocery day. And so I usually try to go to the gym first, then hit the grocery store, then come home and do the groceries and all the things. So I think we're going to just put it down to 3 days a week so that we're not just paying money for a thing we're not using. Jackson likes the gym. He needs to get his life together for soccer. I still have my personal workout goals and all the things. I'm wearing a size, my pants kept falling down today. This is a size 14W, which I know for sure I'm in a solid 12. And I just need to get rid of these pants. They're very comfy, but I need to get rid of them. Because for me, I can't keep older things, because if I start to gain weight, I'm just going to say, well, I have bigger pants. I don't want bigger pants. I just want to maintain where I am. Moving down, high school curriculum, which is for Jackson. It really just it should say high school sinking fund. That's going to be $50. We have not received a child support payment yet. I'm thinking it may come tomorrow or next week, because there's a 5th week. My new camera, $20, which I'm probably going to change that to camera or computer, because I do need a laptop. Now, somebody gifted me with a laptop, a very amazing gift. But what happened was, there was a person that I knew who needed a laptop way more. They did not have anything to use. And even though mine is holding on by a leg, I didn't feel right having 2 working laptops when I could gift. So it's been about a couple of years now that I gifted that one away, but I'm still saving, right? Still saving. Okay, moving down to groceries. This month is $400. $100 is going to auto save. So every single month, just like when I first started doing my budgets, y'all, when I very first started doing budgets, here's how I had to do it. I had to budget from my grocery money. That's the only place I could see to save. And so I'm going to auto save $100 off the top. Now for the summer months, I won't be able to do that, because I will only have my summer grocery money, but that is going to be what it is. So $300 for 5 weeks is $60 a week. I'm doing 4 weeks, and 1 week I'm going to put in my vacation for California. It's not a vacation. It's the wedding. So she'll make us get married. So that's what that's going to be. Since we won't have groceries, we will not be here for grocery day. I won't have gas. So I'm going to take that money and put it in the envelope for gas and eating out. That will be that type of money. Summer groceries, I put $100 in, and then my monthly grocery preps, what I did this month is I used it for the garden. I didn't get preps this month. I just used it in the garden. I actually bought soil, compost. I had to buy some blood meal to fix a nitrogen problem that I'm having. I actually got to do a banana peel trick to try to get some phosphorus in the ground. I didn't amend my beds quite right, and so I had to make some adjustments. I have stuff growing out there, but it's not as healthy as it could be, and some of my peas and beans are going to turning yellow and then dying, and I don't want that. If I'm gonna plant stuff, I want it to come up so the kids and I can have it. Moving down, I don't have eating out money, although I do have money saved for vacation. Okay. All right, moving down, personal care. I put $100. It's not going to be enough. So I am going to have to pull money from another source to get Jackson's haircut. We probably won't get his haircut until the wedding. His hair is fine. But I need my nails done, my toes done, because I'm wearing open-toed shoes, and my hair is getting colored again. I prefer the blonde, but I had so much damage that I just wanted to get that damage out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-dye it, but I want to dye it closer to the wedding. Okay. Recreation or vacation, that is $377. That's what I was that was all that was left after I took everything else out. So I dumped that into the vacation fund. I have a little bit of money already in there, and then I have the money in the envelope. So I'm going to be taking a little bit. I'm going to leave that in my account. So I just use my debit card, and then I'll have a little bit of cash to and my sister actually is paying for a portion of the rental car, and a friend of hers is paying a portion of the rental car as well. So, because I'm going to have all my kids, I don't want her to have to pay equal shares, even though they'll probably end up driving way more than me because there's a lot of bridesmaids things, and my sister's a bridesmaid, and so is Alana. But I'm trying to alleviate some cost and expense from other people, because going to California is an expense in itself. Jackson is going to get $100 in his savings, and then Gracie and Gwen are going to get $100 in their account. And Gwen actually has her 1-year appointment checkup, get her heartworm test, and all the things. Mama needs her nails cut. We did save a little bit this time, or we will be in the long run, because they're both eating the same food, right? So they're both eating the same type of food now, because Gwen will be a year old. So I have them both on sensitive skin. We think Gwen has allergies. She starts breathing like she's an old man, and she starts hacking and coughing and carrying on. But we spend a lot of time outside in the garden. She loves to be in the garden. It is just what we do. But we think there are allergies for the dog. Mama didn't have none of these problems. Do you hear me what I said? Gas is $200, although I'm only doing $30 a week. $50 I took off top to save, because that's what I'm doing. And then $30 a week for gas, which will be enough for my car, because it's just me going myself to work. I don't take sister and pick her up. Let's pick her up. And so, I was going to ask, because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot. I'm like, this mama didn't have these problems. Mama did not have these problems. It's when you get new age dogs that you got issues. So $30 a week for gas, with the exception of the wedding week. That's going to be in my envelope. Oil change is $20. And so the thing that I did was, all of my sinking funds I've already sank. Normally, when I would get social media payouts, I would then sink funds. But because of the way things have been running as of late, with payouts being less than what it used to be, I'm having to absorb some of those costs in my regular paycheck, which is where I was having a little bit of an overflow that's having to take up for my sinking funds, which is totally okay. Because we did have a little bump. I see a little bump. The Lord blessed us actually in one of my posts on one of my social media platforms is doing extremely well. So I was thankful for that, because that bumps the revenue. So I've already sank those funds. So whatever you're seeing now, because a lot of people are like, Shakema, I wouldn't show my real numbers on here because, somebody might try to rob you. Well, I do all my banking online, and I just go ahead and move stuff to the other online section. All my sinking funds are online funds. I don't have any envelopes for sinking funds. I don't keep any of that in the house. I've already paid my mortgage. All the bills have been paid up until, except my water bill, which I'll pay right after this, and my internet bill, which I'll pay right after this. And so all the bills are paid. So any money that was for bills is already paid off for bills. So there's no money, right? So I just show you the real thing, because I don't have time to be making stuff up. For tires and repairs, I keep $16 in an account every month. I had to get, what did I get last time? An oil change, tire rotation. I had a broken belt, or like a cracked belt. That was like $200. So I pulled money out of there. That's kind of like a car maintenance. It shouldn't just, oh, it says repairs and tires. So maintenance. So I used that money to pay for those repairs because I couldn't ride around with a cracked belt. I just prefer to have that taken care of. And so that got done. My license and registration, car insurance. So we renewed our car insurance April 1st, which cleared out that money I had been saving. Insurance across the board in the state of North Carolina has gone up. With that being said, where I was saving $85 a month, I'm now having to save $115 a month. My insurance just by myself is over $600. Sister's is over $500, which hers wasn't that much the last time. So there's been a rate increase, even to the point where we changed my homeowner's insurance because the rate was astronomical increase and we found something different. So I do bundle car and homeowners, but my agent took care of changing the, all the changes with the homeowners. So that worked out. Okay. But I had already paid $79 when I got social media income last month. I got $115. By the time I tithed and offered, that only left enough left to do the $79. So then I added in the $34 that would make up the remainder of that money. Car match money, that is out. This is going to be mom's car replacement, which I'm going to start working on this because I would like to, by the time Jackson starts to drive, I'm hopeful that he'll be able to afford to drive my car, which is a Toyota and has a lot of good, where you can drive a Toyota forever. So I'm hopeful he'll have saved up enough to buy mom's car, and I'll be able to buy a new car because I've saved enough to buy a new car. I don't have any saved yet because I'm working on this $15,000, but we're going to get there. Tithe for this month was $939, and then my extra offering was $470. Savings, I put in hopefully $1,500, which would give me a total expenses of $6,384. Now, typically my paycheck is $3,324, but this is supplement month. So when it's supplement month, things are different. And so when I say that this is the biggest, that this is even bigger than before, when I look back at what I got as a supplement last time in October, it was $5,424 or something of that nature. Well, I looked on my paycheck this time and they had actually given us a second bonus that I didn't know anything about. That was $825. I'm sorry. So my total payroll deposit was $6,091.83, almost twice what my normal bring home pay is. It was over $9,000 in my gross pay. So I tithe off of my gross income, not my net income. So I looked at that amount and I was like, look at God, because this is wedding month. I still got to get my hair done, still got to get my nails done, still got to get shoes. I bought 2 outfits because I can't decide which outfit is appropriate for the occasion, and then Jackson has to get this, and they may need something when we get out there. And I don't know if Tranda needs something. So all the things. I did get affiliate income this month thus far of $200, and I left it here because I was using that to pay the cell phone bills. So I paid cell phone bills with that. Plus, I spent some extra money, just like some blow money. I gave myself some money this time, a couple of little dollars, which I hardly ever do. So that gave me, going in to the month, a $6,291.83. So nothing else has come in. No unexpected gifts, no blessings. Not I might have some additional revenue come in from one mom, but that of course will go in the business account. And then no kids deposits as of yet. So we're still looking very decent as far as trying to make the expenses and the income line up together. All right, I've already paid my mortgage at $1,000. I paid $95 for the cell phone bills. That's two bills, my bill and Jackson's bill. And I try to put a little bit of extra few dollars in there because I have to CashApp it to Trandon. And I know when he transfers it to his bank, it takes that little fee out. So I try to put a little few, $2, $3 in there just to make sure that he doesn't have to absorb that transaction fee. Sliding on down, I did the sinking fund of the $50. The $450 I have not put in yet because I haven't spent it yet, but it is there in the account. And that's all that's there in the account because everything else has gone out for bills. $120 for Mr. Jerome. We did take that out for Mr. Jerome. I've already done the recycling, the pest control for the year, and the yearly pest spray. Pest control is every 3 months. We just had a pest control done, which was $85. And it looked like I had an extra $27 in that account, so that'll keep rolling. Moving down, I've already done the Amazon Prime, PureFlix, and it's already cleared the bank, right? It's already cleared and went into the other account. My Health Wage Gym will come out probably about the 10th, 8th, 10th, somewhere in there. Jackson's gym comes out on the 5th and the 21st. So his gym will come out way before mine. Hopefully there'll be some child support for that. The high school sinking fund, I use child support for that. The very first child support of the month, I usually take that $50 out. He needs summer clothes, but he doesn't want to buy too much of anything right now because school is only a few more weeks. We got 3 more Mondays, 4 more Mondays, something like that. And then school is done. 3 more Mondays. Oh, praise God. And we'll just let that money roll until it is time to do school shopping for the new year, right? So it's perfectly fine. The laptop money is already in. The summer, the grocery money has been taken. The summer grocery money has been allocated. The preps have been done. I've taken out the hair care. We did the sinking fund of the P.O. box. I keep that. When I have brand deals, I actually have those deals sent to my P.O. box instead of sent to my address. Just trying to keep myself as safe as possible. So I keep the P.O. box for that. Recreation, entertainment, travel, or vacation, the $377, which that is what that is for. Jackson Savings, we have not done that, but I have already moved the money for the dogs into their account. I took out the money for the gas, the oil change, the repairs, the license, registration, car insurance, all of that has been allocated. $7 for my registration. The tithe has been done at $959 because we just got the affiliate income that came in yesterday. And then I also did offering to my other ministry at $480. I gave myself $75 of blow money. And then I put $1,300 towards baby step number 3. Baby step number 3 is saving that 3 to 6 months worth of income. So that gave us a total expenses thus far paid at $5,600, leaving me with $691.83. Now, $450 of that is already to be allocated to something else. Let me go back up and make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. I think I got everything. But $450 is allocated to something else. What am I forgetting? I think that's everything for right now. I'll go back and look at it with a finer tooth comb uh shortly to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then I usually like to wait about 10 days to make sure that everything that needed to passed through before I start reallocating and spending and all the things. All right. Okay. So that's where we are, y'all, with the budget. We are exactly um where I thought I didn't think we would be at this point, but the Lord really showed up for us and helped me with that extra $825, even though we had to get taxed on that because that was the gross amount. Of course, it got taxed, but it still added to the bottom line. So what I'm doing now, focusing on, is making sure all of the little things for California get done. I still have to, where everybody's taking a suitcase and a carry-on, and the airline we're flying, you have to pay $35 for each suitcase. So that's another $105 there and $105 back. So I have to allocate for that. Making sure we pay all the little last minute things. We have to allocate for that. If Trandon and Jackson want to go out and do something while the girls are doing something, I need to pay for that. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have all of my little duckies lined up in a row. There's no randomized spending. I do have something sitting in my Amazon cart for the garden. I do think I'm going to get it, but I'm going to wait because I don't have to have it today. I have a jewelry piece that is sitting in my Amazon cart that I would love to purchase, but I'm not sure because maybe I don't need to spend that money. I have time. It's a prime thing and I can get it fairly quickly, but maybe that's not money I need to spend at the moment. I'm going to see, because if I have it, I want to get it because it'll go very nicely with outfit number 2. I think it'll be okay with outfit number 1, but it'll go very nice with outfit number 2 and the whole motif of the wedding and all those types of things. So again, just the encouragement, don't forget to do those budgets. Put it all down on paper, all of it down on paper. Be very open and honest with yourself. Even if you don't choose the $75, right? It's like, Shakema, do you really have to tell those people that you gave yourself $75? I don't, but I got to be honest. I did go to spend some garden things. I got the soil, I got the compost. I needed some body wash, so I picked that up because I was out. Jackson needed a little something. He's got a little thing on his finger. He needed something for that. And then I didn't buy any puppy treats this month just because, hey, that's not in the budget. We've got stuff in the house. We're actually getting ready to do a pantry challenge for the month of May because we are going to the wedding. I just want to use up as much of the stuff we have. Did I go to the grocery store? Yes, I did. I'm always going to go to the grocery store. However, I didn't buy as much as normal. I only went over the budget by a tiny bit. But at this point, I think that's just the price of groceries. It's not even going over on purpose. It's just the price of things at the grocery store. And I'm trying to keep it very tight on groceries. So I just took it out of my gas budget because I have half a tank of gas. I only have 2 more days of work this week. And so before you know it, it'll be Wednesday again, and I'll have another gas money next week. But I have some left in my wallet, and I'll go to the gas station tomorrow and fill it up. So it's no problem. So I'm making adjustments. Not that you always want to make adjustments, but I'm at a point now being totally debt free where I can make adjustments in my budget. I have the money. I was so thankful. Can I just say this? I was so thankful. I'm going to look on my app to see. This thing blessed my spirit so much. Can I just say that? It just blessed my spirit so much to be able to see that my 3 to 6 months, right, is growing. That 3 to 6 months budget is growing. 3 to 6 months for me is between 9 and 18,000. My goal was 6,000. My goal was 15,000 for this year. 2,000 of that went to the doctor bills. That still hurts my feelings, but we're going to move on. So I've been able to save almost another 1,000 in my $100 challenge and my $50 challenge. I think I have $850 in that challenge. Then in my 100 envelope challenge, because I'm doing level 1, which are the smaller numbers, 1 through 25, I've saved $378. So I'm actually at another, that puts that 800 and some dollars, about $1,100 to $1,200 to add on to what I have in the baby step number 3 already. So I'm making my way slow but sure. Will I make the 15,000? I can't guarantee it, but I'm gonna give it my best effort, right? I'm gonna give myself and my children and my I've been working on baby step number 3 for years. It's like debt. It's now time to get it done, Shakema. Get it done, get it taken care of, quit playing with it. This summer, my goal for this summer is to really go back to try to posting at least 3 to 5 videos a week, because I know the more I post, the more views I'm likely to get. I do post every day, but what I do is I post the shorts or the reels, and sometimes they don't make as much income. So I've gone back and looking at my analytics like, hey, thank you, ma'am, because I'm trying. I'm like, you've been here for all these years. Come on now, you can do this. But I know I can do it, right? I've done it before. The Lord has blessed. I do have several trips if I didn't have trips, but those are ministry things. So I have a separate ministry account, and I don't take personal money out. I just use that ministry money. If I go preach, I put the money in the account. If somebody blesses the ministry, I put the money in that account. And then when it's time for me to go off places for ministry, then I can take that money and do that. That was what the Lord said to do about that account, and that's what I've done. So I'm just saying, I could stay stuck at baby step number 3 for the rest of my life if I want to, but I want to be able to move forward and get to baby step number 4, which is my investments. I have some investments, but as of right now, I'm kind of on hold with investments because I'm still trying to do baby step number 3. Get done with it. Do whatever you can. Work these avenues, work these side hustles, work these, extra gigs, work these one-on-ones. If you're interested in a one-on-one for your budget, if you're interested in a one-on-one for social media, I do one-on-ones. I charge $50 for 45 minutes. We can schedule a time. Just send me an email. I did 3 of those last month. So that was a way to kind of make up for some missing gaps. I did 3 one-on-one meetings last month. I used to do stuff for free, but here's the thing. In these current economical times, everybody is trying to push their family forward, and so am I. And what I think is most people don't value your free time, but they'll pay for stuff. So if you don't value what I was doing for free, then hey, there's going to be a cost associated. For everybody that is a paying member of One Mom, you have access to 2 free meetings per month. You just need to let me know what your email is if you're new, and you can come to 2 free meetings every single month. And that's just that's my give back to those persons who want to support the ministry, $10 a month. Now you get 2 hours, and I charge $50 for 45 minutes. So my membership for $9.99, you're getting 2 hours a month. Now we did cancel last week because I had to be out of town, but as a general rule, we try to meet those 2 times, and that's how we do that. So anywho, y'all, that's it. That's the budget for the month. As more things come in, I will, update as I am able. I do anticipate, some additional affiliate revenue to come in over these next month, over this month. I do believe that the Lord is going to make sure that everything is taken care of. Like, I'm not going to have to worry about, there is no worry. It's just the peace of God, because we're good. All the bills are paid. I just paid the light bill. I'm getting ready to pay the water bill and the internet bill. That's it. All done. Everything is all square. No more problems, no more things. And even if that puts me at $0 left, that was the point. That's the point of the zero-based budget, to give every dollar a name and every dollar a job, so that that money can work for you and you are not working for your money. Okay. If anybody wants this sheet, look in the description box below of all of my videos. It should be there. If it's not there, send me an email. I'll be happy to send it to you. It was a free download for me when I got it. Should be a free download for you. I use it in Google Sheets. I don't even have Excel. I just use it in Google. It opens up just fine. And that's what I've been using. Shamika uses it. Alana uses it. Trandon starting to use it. So all of us, we are sold. We use it. And it just makes everything for our family better. It's black and white. It's on paper. I get to see where I need to make some moves. Anywho, y'all, there it is. Got to go get some food before I have to come back to you guys tonight for our live. If you join me for the 90 days, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you prayed for me, thank you so much. I'm feeling 1,000 times better. That was about a 10-day stretch of just not feeling good and not knowing why. And it just had to work its way out. One final thing, if you have not gone over to my community tab today, please go over and check out a post that I just posted. I did not realize exactly how I thought back then I was doing my best, and I probably was doing my best at that moment. But when you look at where God has brought you from, it's such a beautiful situation that the Lord has set me up like this. So I just want to encourage you all, keep going after your dreams. Bev said it, progression over perfection. Do what you can, but to do nothing means you want to stay where you are. That's all I'm saying. That's not accusatory. I'm not accusing the brethren or the sister, and as Jackson would say, but I'm telling you to know that you have issues in areas that need adjustments and never make any adjustments. You want to be where you are. And I say that to myself. Shakema, go ahead and get done with baby step number 3 because I'm tired of it, in Jesus' name. All righty, y'all. Love you guys. Do all the things Jesus would do. And we'll see you guys at the next video.